I'm Michelle Neal and welcome to The Theatre Show, your window into Australian community theatre. Have you noticed my new surroundings this week? Well, we thought we would spice things up a bit by taking you to the theatre.
Short and Sweet here at NIDA this week is an extraordinary program. It's a very varied and exciting night of theatre with lots of theatrical styles. And so to mention just a few of the plays, there's Night Visitors, which is a work devised by Maggie Kelly, which starts off with a woman remembering a crash where she lost her lover, and then suddenly it merges into this trapeze act where a trapeze floats down from the ceiling and the two actors ascend onto it and create this beautiful dance on a trapeze hanging in the middle of a theatre. It's really absolutely quite stunning and one of the most extraordinary things I've ever seen at Short and Sweet, and I've seen thousands of Short and Sweet plays over the years. There's also Near Shelter has created a work called Brotherly Love, which has some of the best actors that you're going to see in Short and Sweet. Mel Armstrong, Pat Brennan, Valentino Orrico and the wonderful Brett Heath. And they fight with swords. It's a dueling sword fight, which is absolutely amazing. But not only that, it also has the wonderful poetry, because it's all about how Alexander Pope, the famous English poet, came up with the famous words, "To err is human, to forgive divine."
Troy, all of which I have missed. No end of design. We should be sorry. Can you forgive me? Of course, brother. To err is human. Oh, yes. Forgiveness. Oh, yes. Forgiveness.
And then you've got Steve McGrath, who's one of the undiscovered comic geniuses of this city, of Sydney, of Australia, full stop. He's very Peter Sellers-like in what he does, and he's created this wonderful piece called Love, Art and Dreams, which is set at an entry to a theatre, and a very unusual man arrives. It almost has a bit of a Mr. Bean to it as well, but he's supported by Alistair Buchanan and Cindy Napton, two fantastic actors. McGrath wrote, directed and acted in himself. It's a tour de force performance and it's hysterical. It's the last play of the night.
Hey, you pride in my affairs. When I was a boy, I used to see a movie for $1 buy a pound of pure gobstoppers and still have enough left over to hire a prostitute on the way home.
Tig is an extraordinary theatrical work created by Gideon Peyton Griffiths and Gemma Lark Johnson. It's puppetry work, which also includes dance and movement and has elements of imagery and visual theatre. I guess deals with a number of different themes, a number of different issues, and what you take from it is your own personal journey, as your own personal discoveries. And I find it a fascinating piece that audiences are discussing long afterwards. And some of the images are just burnt into your retina and you'll remember them from a long time to come. And at the end, she actually is stapling into her bare flesh that piece of paper. And then, just to mention one more, there's An Ordinary Street, which is a fascinating play by an ACT writer called Susan Pellegrino, which has been brought to the stage by Sharon Mullen, and they've actually recreated on stage 3 full-size street lamps. And they are brought up and brought down to illuminate certain actors on stage. To mention another one really quickly, Virginia Ophelia, which is by Dino Dimitriades, which looks at the fascinating link between Virginia Woolf and Ophelia. And it's a fascinating and beautiful piece, which is very simple but very complex as well too.
Imagine her a person of the utmost importance, very various, heroic and mean, splendid.
You know, I could go on and on talking about this night of theatre here at the NIDA Parade Playhouse. It's a wonderful night of theatre, and I would really, really urge people, if you want to see something special in the theatre this week, come down and see Top 110 NIDA Parade Playhouse Week 1. You will not regret it.
This week we have a great lineup to keep you delighted and entertained. Upstairs Theatre presents The Wild Duck by Simon Stone with Chris Ryan after Henrik Ibsen. It's directed by Simon Stone. Are there some truths it's better not to know? Hjalmar Ekdal's father was rich until scandal cast the family into poverty. Now he lives in a tiny flat with his daughter, his wife Gina, and Hedvig, and a duck. And there's about to be a new member of the household. Geggerswörle has just returned to town with some unfinished business that could shatter the little world Hjalmar has built around himself. Catch this show from 12 February to 27 March at Belvoir Theatre, Surrey Hills. Christine Dunstan Productions presents A Starry, Starry Night, a new pantomime reflecting on identity, family, show business, and completely losing your marbles. Devised and written by Reg Livermore and starring Nancy Hayes and Reg Livermore from 22nd February to 12 March at the Seymour Centre. The Sapphires, a Belvoir and Black Swan Theatre production company, production is on tour with a glittering cast featuring Christine Anu, Casey Donovan, Holly Andrew and Kylie Farmer. The Sapphires has had audiences dancing in the aisles at venues in Perth, Adelaide, Shepparton, Frankston, Geelong and Wollongong. It will continue to Sydney before the cast and crew make their way to Korea. Catch this great Australian production from 9 to 12 February at the Canberra Playhouse and at the Joan Sutherland Performing Arts Centre, Penrith from February 15 to 19. Well, that's about it for this week, so I'll see you at the theatre.
Welcome back everyone to Theatrecraft. On today's episode we're going to show you how to make some fake snow. You might need to know how to make fake snow for a nativity scene or a murder on a mountain scene, or you just might want to know how to make some fake snow. So here's some that I've made before and it looks really real and it feels great too. What you'll need is 3 basic ingredients. You'll need some water storage crystals. You can buy this from your local nursery or from your local supermarket if they have it in your area. You'll need some water and you'll also need some bicarb soda for the colouring. I've just put some in a cup. So what we need to do is mix these ingredients together. That's how easy it is. So I'm going to put some of these crystals in, and you also need a bowl. There you go. So you'll need to put the crystals in the bowl, add some water. Now there's no real science to this. You're just going to have to get it right and slowly adding. And I like to use my hands. You can use a spoon if you like, but I think I just really like the feel and texture of this. It's great actually. So you can see that this is coming together nicely. And it's starting to look like snow already. I'm just going to add some of the bicarb soda in now to just make it a little bit more white. That's looking really good. You can even make balls out of it too. I wonder if I should throw it at the camera. Anyway, there you go guys, fake snow for your next play or whatever you might want to use it for. I hope you enjoy making it as much as I have.
Thanks, Mudje. Well, that's all we have for you this week, folks. As always, a big thank you to our presenters Sherylanne and Mudje, and of course Alex Broun from Short and Sweet Theatre Festival. If you would like to get involved in the show, email us or simply visit our website. And that's it. That's me. I'm Michelle Neal, and I'll see you at the theatre.